Welcome, and today it's an honor and a pleasure to introduce Dr. Rachna Kulkarni, who is a distinguished cardiologist, philanthropist, and community leader, and who also serves on several non-profit boards, including Akshaya Patra. She mentors young professionals and is a passionate advocate for education, health, and equity. And her unwavering support for Akshaya Patra reflects her deep belief in the power of nourishment and education to transform lives. And also joining her is, our guest doesn't need any introduction. That is, of course, Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh. He is also a senior advisor for Akshaya Patra, and today both of them are going to be talking about the Akshaya Patra Gala, which is going to be held on October 11th. So let's, join me in welcoming, that is Dr. Rachna Kulkarni and Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Both of you, welcome to ITV Gold.
Thank you.
So I want to start with Dr. Kulkarni. Just give us a little bit background about what inspired you to join Akshaya Patra.
First and foremost, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And thank you, ITV and Dr. Parikh, for your unwavering support to Akshaya Patra. Since its inception, you are the first supporter, and we cherish and value your commitment to the cause at every single step very, very much. What got me involved in Akshaya Patra is its very simple yet profound mission and vision that no child in India should be deprived of education because of hunger. Because India, although it has progressed a lot in the last 20 years, we still know that it's a country of two extremes. Right. And they're very wealthy people, but still in rural India and underserved communities, we have kids who are left, and the parents sometimes have to make a difficult decision whether to choose education for their children or whether to put them in the labor workforce to become day laborers, child laborers, so that remaining family can eat. And, it's a very difficult choice. I'm myself a parent, and I can understand how difficult it is to choose between education and hunger for your children. Right. And in that battle, usually hunger wins. Right. And if you have seen in the history of modern civilization, education, educating children, educating especially women, is the most powerful denominator of a society's progress. When I saw that food and education are being supported with Akshaya Patra so that we can educate more children by feeding them hot, nutritious meals in school, I thought that was the perfect vehicle for me to channel my energies to give back to the country that I have taken my education from.
Absolutely, and I know Dr. Parikh, he also does so much of philanthropic work. So I want to ask Dr. Parikh the same question.
Well, I think my involvement from to the Akshaya Patra was right from the inception of the Akshaya Patra. Almost it's about 23, 24 years ago. We started in New York, and I always believe that if you feed the hungry child who needs the food, who are desperate for food, and then they will come for school and education. Because if you, by doing that, you educate the child. Not only you are educating child, but you are uplifting the whole family. Because that educated person or child will, when he grows up, he will be a very productive person of the society and bring the good education, good job and everything for himself and uplift the whole family. And I think I'm very, very impressed with the Akshaya Patra the way their operation, I'm sure Dr. Kulkarni will tell you more detail, but they are feeding almost correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Kulkarni, it's a 2.5 million meals every day.
Wow.
And that's unbelievable, and it's tremendous. And I think in USA, Akshaya Patra really was started by this Narayan Murthy and his brother-in-law Deshpande, and of Sycamore. And this is going very well. And since it's under leadership of Dr. Rachna Kulkarni and Anand Kulkarni, it's taking bigger, more and more height and recognition, and more and more it's becoming significant NGO.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very, very kind and generous of you. But I will share this, that indeed Akshaya Patra serves 2.5 million children every day. And I'm very proud to say that we haven't missed a meal. And that's why, and that comes from support from all our generous donors and supporters, that we haven't missed a meal in all these years.
So, Dr. Kulkarni, let's go back to the little bit basics, because there are a lot of people out here who still are not familiar with Akshaya Patra.
Sure.
And I want you to talk about the core mission of Akshaya Patra.
Sure. So it all started when we noticed that, kids are hungry and kids are being pulled out of the schools by parents. Unfortunately, they have to make that choice, and kids are being put in labor force. Young boys are becoming day laborers. Young girls are becoming kamwalis. And that's a story across the India. And when I was growing up, I thought that's normal. That's how it is supposed to be. Kamwali's daughter comes to our home for kam work. And you felt that's normal. When I grew up, I realized that that's not how it should be. However, I'm glad that 25 years ago, Akshaya Patra took the step. It started in Bangalore, and it started with feeding 2,000 kids in the local schools through the ISKCON temple. However, it quickly became a social movement. It was supported by none other than Mr. Narayan and Sudha Murthy and the Infosys Foundation. And within few years, it became 100,000 meals, and then it became 1 million meals. Every 10 years, it kept on growing, and today the story is that we serve 2.35 to be exact, million meals every day. And I'm very happy to add that starting last year, we have added breakfast program in many states, and now we are serving, in addition to that, 1 million breakfasts every day also. And I have to be very thankful for the generous support from our beloved Prime Minister, Modi ji, who has been an ardent supporter of Akshaya Patra. So we have a lot of kitchens in Gujarat, we have a lot of kitchens in Uttar Pradesh, and even in Rajasthan. And I'll say at this point, we have 78 centralized kitchen through which we support more than 26,000 schools. Wow. And provide them with hot, nutritional, regional foods.
Wow. Dr. Parikh, since...
If I may add here.
Yes.
The way we scale it and the way we do it is, any organizations can feed children, but how we have done it is through centralized, mechanized kitchen with innovation. And at this point, we have done it with economies of scale, to the point we feed a child the entire school year for mere $20. Think about the effect of the impact that your $20 can make in a child's life. if you donate $20 to us, that will feed a child for an entire school year.
Right, right. So, Dr. Parikh, since, Dr. Kulkarni, she is talking about meals that are getting served at Akshaya Patra. I just want to ask you, like, what do you see as the next big milestone for the organization since, you work closely with Akshaya Patra?
Well, what I can envision, or what I hope, that instead of 2.5 million, it should be 20 million per day. Because, I mean, in India, whatever you do is not enough. There is a lot of children who, particularly in the rural area, particularly in the small villages or small town, they have no access to the education, and this is the only way they come for the education, really, because incentive of or attraction of the hot food every day. I would say that even from Akshaya Patra, my NGO called Life Global, we learned the same principle, and now we built 108 school, and in 108 school, why we built, because in the small villages, the female child, parents, they don't send it to the school, but because of the now it's a permanent built regular school, they send it. The same thing, the Akshaya Patra is not only doing the great work and going to do greater work, but only and then uplift a lot of families economically as well as socially, and they are really our mentor or kind of a guide to do the this kind of work where we can uplift the families and their economic situation and their well-being.
Yeah, and to Dr. Parikh's point, that if there is a hard choice that has to be made, whether to send the boy to the school or the girls to the school, unfortunately, the hard choice is still to send the son to the school and put the girl in the labor force. But if we educate the girl, if we retain them in the school system, we know for sure that an educated girl will never leave her children uneducated. So you break the cycle of illiteracy, you break the cycle of poverty, you help lift the entire family, break the cycle of poverty. So that's very powerful. And with our government's help and grace of supporters and blessings of supporters like you, Dr. Parikh, and our listeners, it's possible that we will reach the 20 million mark, because state governments are looking at giving all the government schools to Akshaya Patra in certain states.
Dr. Kulkarni and of course Dr. Parikh, it seems, listening to both of you, you guys are doing an amazing, amazing job, and at that too for this kind of a cause. So let's now talk about the gala, which is coming on October 11th. So tell me, what can guests expect from this gala?
Guests can expect an evening full of mission, purpose, entertainment, and also they should expect to learn more about our mission and vision. They can see the impact of our work by seeing stories from Akshaya Patra beneficiaries. They can see how Akshaya Patra kitchen actually works, and the effect, the tremendous effect that the $20 that you give can make in a child's life. In addition, we do have our Consul General of New York, Mr. Binaya Pradhan. He will be gracing the occasion. And we have Pen Masala, which is the most popular South Asian a cappella group, which has performed everywhere in the US and in India and has performed with all the major singers. They will be our entertainment for the year, for the gala. So it's going to be an evening of purpose, mission, and entertainment. And I invite all of you to join us there.
Absolutely. This sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm sure it is going to be a lot of fun. So my question to you, Dr. Parikh, is like any specific goals like all of you guys are hoping to achieve this year at the gala?
As I mentioned before, I think with the hard work of Dr. Kulkarni and her husband, Dr. Anand Kulkarni, and their team, I'm sure this time the collection of the donation will be almost double than what was last year. And so, and we hope that, and then that's only way we can do some very meaningful effect or dent in the poverty back home. And so I'm sure I wish Dr. Rachna Kulkarni and Anand Kulkarni all the best, and you can always count on our support, personally, of my support, as well as Parikh Worldwide Media and ITV Gold support to propagate and to your good work, good initiative, good message to our community at large. So really, let us know what else we can do for Akshaya Patra and organization, and we are ready to follow that.
We count on your support. We always have, and we will continue to. And we feel blessed that you are there to advise us and support us. So thank you.
So, since Dr. Parikh is talking about support and everything else, I want to ask you, Dr. Kulkarni, how can Indian diaspora and US contribute more meaningfully to this kind of a mission?
I always say people have 3 ways to contribute. Their time, so join our movement, be a Akshaya Patra volunteer, get your kids involved, because kids here are very privileged and they need to know that a little difference, how little amount can make a huge difference. So the impact is phenomenal, and I would like all the kids to get involved. So time is one. Talent. Kids, parents, we can use your talents. And of course, the treasury is very welcome. Whatever you can contribute, we really, really would appreciate it. I think all the Indian diaspora should consider contributing something to Akshaya Patra. And no amount is small. If you can contribute $20 every month, you're going to make a difference in 12 students and kids' lives. So consider that. And consider contributing to the cause and joining our movement.
So, Dr. Kulkarni, can anybody come for this gala, or no? It's
Of
just
course. Yes. It's a ticketed event. So of course there is a ticket, but if you it's a 501c3. Akshaya Patra is, so your tickets are a substantial portion of that is tax deductible. And any contributions you can make, you will get a receipt, and it's tax deductible. So do consider that even there is a ticket, a big portion of that is tax deductible. So do consider that. And also I would say Akshaya Patra is a charity that gets matched by most major organizations. So please go on our website, and if your company is a company that matches, as most major companies do, you can double your impact by a matching contribution from your company. So please do keep that in mind, because as you know, millions, and I'm saying hundreds of millions of dollars that companies can contribute are not contributed to causes that an employee likes, because we did not apply for the match. So please do keep that in mind to double your impact. And if you apply on the giving day, the impact can be tripled.
So, and this all, they can get the information at Akshaya Patra website, right?
Yes, they can. Akshaya Patra website, or Akshaya Patra New Jersey website, or Facebook page. All the information is there, and I would like you to explore and engage.
So, Dr. Parikh, I just want to ask you one more question. Is if you had to sum up Akshaya Patra's impact in one word, what would that be?
Well, Akshaya Patra's impact in one word is by giving the hot meal every day, day after day, attracting the child to the school, female or male child to the school, and make them well educated and lift their family And that's the real success of the Akshaya Patra.
And my last question to you also, Dr. Kulkarni, is that what message would you want to give out to our ITV Gold viewers?
Akshaya Patra over the last 25 years has made tremendous impact on addressing hunger and education in India. And for that work, I'm so proud to say that last year, the United Nations celebrated and recognized Akshaya Patra for the contribution we have made in addressing hunger and education worldwide. And I would like to add that since that, we have been asked by various multiple countries if they can start a program similar to that. And at this point, we have been knowledge partners and have helped Kenya, Sri Lanka, and Indonesia to start similar programs. And this year, we have been awarded the Philanthropy Award by the Diwali at Times Square event. So, very happy to have received those recognitions. In our culture, Annadan is considered Shreshtadan and Vidyadan is considered a Shreshtadan. Akshaya Patra is the patra, the vehicle that combines Annadan and Vidyadan. It cannot get any better, so please join us.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.